In this module, we are going to create a bullet time shot in Nuke using the geometry we previously exported from Autodesk Remake. We will start by importing our geo, animating a camera, then fixing the texture using camera projections and paint techniques. Then we will add a background and some elements. We will relight the model and add effects for the final render. So let's get started. Alright, welcome everyone in Nuke. And before starting, I'd like to make sure that we are all going to work with the same resolution. So I'm going to go inside the Edit menu up there and inside Project Settings. I will come down here and set my full size format to HD 1080. There we go, I can go up and close my project settings. Now the first thing I'd like to do is to import the geo of my model I exported from Remake in the previous module. So we'll go inside the 3D menu there, and inside Geometry I will select Read Geo. And so now, by clicking on the little icon up there, I'm going to look for my OBJ file, which is located inside the course material and inside the Joel folder, and then Joel1, and then Joel-1.obj. So I can select that file and click on Open. Now I will need to connect my viewer to my ReadGeo in order to see my 3D model. So as a quick reminder, to move inside the 3D space in Nuke, you just need to hold down the Alt key, and with the left mouse button you can pan around, with the right mouse button you can rotate around, and with the scroll of your mouse you can zoom or unzoom. Okay, so now let's have a look to our objects, and it seems that right now Joel is more lying than standing. I'm going to rotate a little bit my object, so I'm going to go inside the ReadGeo1 properties, and in the rotate X, I'm going to enter -90. And now Joel is standing. So I may adjust a little bit his orientation later, maybe, I'm not sure yet. First, I'd like to import his texture to see a little bit better what's going on. So I will come back in my node graph and hit the R key on my keyboard to create a read node. And I will select in the same folder than my geometry, the joel-101.jpg. And as you can see, this is a texture file. If you don't have this preview window, come over here and click on the little black arrow up there. So there we go. So now I can simply click on Open. And I will simply connect that texture to my ReadGeo. And now I have my model with its texture. Okay, now let's create a camera to frame Joel. So we'll go inside the 3D menu again and select camera. So I will move a little bit my camera away from Joel and maybe put it up a little bit like that. And now it's time to look through the camera to adjust it. So make sure your camera is open in your properties here and go inside that drop down menu and select camera 1. Now if I want to move inside my viewer and adjust the position of the camera at the same time, I will do a control click or a command click if you're on a Mac on the little camera icon up there. And now if I move inside my viewer, as you can see, I'm affecting the position of my camera. So I'm going to frame my shots just above the hand for now. And it doesn't matter too much for now. We are going to animate that camera in the next clip. Okay, let's assume it's fine for now. Alright, now I will need to create a skyline render to render out my 3D model. So we'll go back inside the 3D menu again and look for the skyline render right here. Click on that guy, and here I will connect my object, so my ReadGeo1, And here I will connect my camera. And now I will hook up my viewer to my skyline render, and I will come to this drop-down menu up there and select 2D. At any time you can switch between these two modes with the tabulation key. Alright, so this is it for this clip, and in the next one we are going to animate our shot cam.